From the Queen City, it's Nite Brite with your host, Sterling Thrill. Tonight, we got Joy Wills, Mona Lisa Musiq on the keys, and I am your announcer, Big Mike. Let's give it up for the host of Nite Brite,
The claps ended early tonight, Mona Lisa. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you guys. Episode 3. We're so excited. Let's get into the news, you guys. Mike Tyson claims that Hulu stole his story without paying him.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. And that's going to cost Hulu. That's going to cost them an arm and a leg. And an ear. That was the punchline. That was. You guys just laugh whenever, though. No worries. That was the punchline. Did y'all see that Kevin Federline is back in the news? You guys see that Kevin Federline? Y'all remember him as Britney Spears' baby daddy for like 15 years? Kevin Federline is back in the news. Yeah, I found out on MySpace. Is where. So I guess. Let's see. So I guess that Britney Spears, who was just in the headlines now because of her ex, is back in the headlines. And when her publicist was asked, like, why is Britney making headlines again? Her publicist just said, oops, she did it again. I don't know. I'm blaming Jazz for that joke. That was Jazz. We're going to blame Jazz. You guys... It's National Veep Day. That's right, a day to celebrate the vice president. They tried telling Vice President Harris, but no one could find her. They tried. That joke hurt the soul of Mona Lisa. That's all right. Generally speaking, the vice president is difficult to find. Just they don't really have a lot of jobs to do. So it wasn't actually. It's an apolitical joke. We could have made the joke. We could have made the joke about Mike Pence too. You know, actually, Mike Pence, his president did want to celebrate, Veep Day. He was going to send a whole party to see him and everything, but it was just on January 6th. That was the day. That was the difference. Yes. Also, you guys, it's National Hand Holding Day, or as Mormons call that, first base. Actually, Hand Holding Day reminds me of this thing from middle school. Do you guys remember this from middle school?
Yes.
Awesome. So I tell you what, we're going to do something interactive. I have some jokes on this. Mona Lisa, what do you call this thing?
I don't know.
All right, great. We have some jokes on this. I think it's a paper fortune teller. Is that what you would call it? I'm getting nods. All right, great. Someone told me how to do this recently. Okay, you guys pick a color between red, blue, green, and black. Someone yell out a color. Red. R-E-D. Pick a number 5, 7, 6, or 8. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to open it up. Wait, 5 is right here. It says, try again. Okay, sorry. No joke. We're going to get it. All right, one more time. We'll get it this time. All right. Red, green, black, or blue? Black. Why you say that? Who picked that? You know I'm not allowed. All right. Well, B-L-A-C-K. 5, 7, 6, or 8? 8. Let's see. The joke that you picked is today kicks off Elvis Week. Did y'all know that Elvis actually bought Graceland for $100,000? Yeah, and then he spent that much money also to eat all of Candyland. That was what... Sorry, we love Elvis in the room. I didn't read the room enough. I didn't know you guys had all seen the movie. It's a split. Right now we have a pretty diverse audience between different races of people, and I didn't know how it would land, but everybody loves Elvis. I can confirm that. So sorry. Listen, my mom was worse about it. Back when I was like growing up, it's an actual story. My mom would say, she's like, you want to hear my Elvis impression? We'd be like, yeah. She's like, that was her.
That's what I'm saying.
love that my mom's joke from the 80s got a bigger laugh than anything I've done in the whole monologue. All right, I got one more of this. We got one more on the fortune joke teller. Give me a color: blue, red, black, green.
Blue.
Blue. One. Oh gosh, I don't know how to do it. BLUE. One, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1 is. Try again. No, all right. How about we just pick the last one in there? It is gonna be. Hey guys, you see that Taylor Swift was named as a celebrity with the worst jet carbon emissions? Did y'all see that?
Wow.
Yeah. I knew she was trouble when she flew in. You guys, we got a great show for you. Joy Wills is our guest. But right now, give it up for the wonderful and amazing Miss Mona Lisa Musiq.
I don't wanna lose my arm or leg or ear. I'm hoping that when you look me up, you find something clear. Hope you don't find my ex shouting me out in the newspaper. 'Cause oops, I won't do it again. So I don't want to lose an arm or leg or ear. I'm hoping that this time you will hear me clearly. I don't ask for no money or nobody to do me dirty. It's just that oops, I did it again, and now you're my lover.
Mona Lisa Musiq, everybody! Mona Lisa, great job, my friend.
Sterling, you didn't get my Taylor Swift joke.
I laughed. No, I was laughing. I promise I was laughing. I'm so sorry if I didn't laugh hard
I
enough.
dig a little Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like legitimately,
I have not met a female that doesn't like Taylor Swift. I really haven't. Any age, anywhere from anywhere, they love her.
But you know why though, right?
No, I have no idea. No, I'm playing. I love her. She's great. Why do you love her?
Well, I feel like we girls like her because she's a little bit stalkery, and it's okay.
Oh, okay.
She can be that. She can be that. But when we do it, you want to take us to court? You want to change your number? Like, whatever. Like, I just wanted to tell you I love you one more time. Like, dude,
That was it.
It's not a big deal.
What is the worst stalkerish thing you've done?
Huh.
Never mind. No, we don't need. No. We are good, Mona Lisa. That is totally fine. Thank you so much, Mona Lisa. Great song, by the way. I got the tail. I thought it was dope, man. I thought it was dope. You're a great and talented musician. Not only do you do musical improv, but you do what do you call them? Sarcastic love songs. Right?
Yes. Because Love didn't start doing me right till like 3 years ago. When we get married 3 years ago?
Mona Lisa's husband's here, everybody. Give it up, Mona Lisa. All right, so Love didn't start doing you right till recently, right?
Yes.
But you make sarcastic love songs,
Yes.
and you get to play those in front of live people.
I do.
When's the next time you're doing that?
The next time I'll be doing that is this Saturday at South End Farmers Market from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. So not only do you get to hear some good music, but you get to come buy candle, buy some eggs, buy a little meat.
You're playing at a farmer's market?
Yes.
Okay, that's
They're
the
awesome.
whitest thing I've heard all day. Is
But
that
they're
we're at the
awesome.
farmers.
Do you know how much free coffee you can get at that thing, man?
Wait, they got free coffee?
For me.
Oh.
You got to pay for the coffee.
Just because I said it's a white thing, I wasn't excluding myself. I also enjoy avocados, 2 for $5. No. Also, we're excited to see you play. We'll definitely come and have to see that in person. Right now, though, someone that's still working remote this season is Big Mike with some sponsors. Big Mike, what sponsors we got this week?
Nite Brite is brought to you by the like button. Why don't you see what that thing does? And by Brite Entertainment. Book, trivia, tag live, and other team building experiences for your remote teams now at BriteEntertainment.com. And by Bobby Kearns Productions. Capture your life, your career perfectly at BobbyKearnsProductions.com. Now back to the most funny best friend a guy can ask for. Back to Sterling and Mona.
Big Mike's ads aren't that funny. Y'all are selling. We want to thank Big Mike for those sponsors. Thank you so much. But right now, I'm joined by comedy legend. Give it up for Tara Brown, everybody. Tara, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good, Sterling. How are you?
I'm awesome. What brings you here?
Well, I just got back from the airport because I travel a lot.
Yeah.
So I thought I would stop by because I felt like your audience could benefit from some tips that I've learned along the way. So I think that we should add a new segment to your show called
Tara's Travel Tips.
Is that okay?
How'd you get a whole jingle?
I like know people who...
Oh, all right. Yeah, all right. My bad. All right. What's your first travel tip?
Okay, so if you go to the local restaurant in the airport, always ask them what their specialty is.
Uh-huh.
And if they tell you grouper, don't get that.
Okay. All right.
Let's just say I took the hit so you don't have to.
Oh my gosh.
Grouper is never good to get in the airport.
Yeah, I mean, it swims, not flies. So
Yeah,
why
it
would
does,
it? Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Don't get grouper. Also, I never leave home without like my MasterCard, but when I forget, I use American Express. I don't know. I use a Visa. That's just a lie. American Express sounded fancier. Right?
Oh yeah.
I like want people to think I got a black card. It's red. It's red.
Okay, so red. All right.
And I like traveling a lot. I love like getting up and going someplace, but I actually really like being home with my friends, right? So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So travel, but you prefer being at home with the friends.
Yeah. So take a friend with you on the road who won't get on your nerves.
Okay. All right.
Right?
Cool.
But if they do get on your nerves, like switch your flight up and like, right? And like tell them you're going direct. And make them book that flight, but then you change planes.
All right, cool. All right,
But then when you change planes, don't go back to Mobile, Alabama, because that's where they had that grouper. Don't.
All right. There you go.
Don't go through Mobile.
These
Hey,
are
Mobile, hey.
For our viewers in Mobile, we are very sorry.
No, Mobile's lovely. Just don't eat the grouper at that restaurant. Also, Sterling, I learned that when traveling, you always have to keep your charger on you because, like, you like a fully charged phone, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, who doesn't like a fully charged phone? Although, if you're sitting next to a really cute guy, totally go damsel in distress.
All right.
Oh my God, I don't have my charger. You know what I'm saying? Works every time.
Works for me every time
every
too.
time.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done it.
Although I'm still single, so I don't know why.
Oh.
Yeah. Another thing you'll want to carry is a pair of headphones.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because headphones are great, especially if you have those noisy kids on the thing.
Yes.
But then it's kind of hard to have headphones, especially those wireless ones, if you told the cute guy next to you that, like, you'll have your charger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know how that's going to work out for you. Also, always have the airline app downloaded for, like, the updated changes.
Okay, yeah, smart.
But never pay attention to that.
Oh, okay, all right.
They be lying, Sterling. They be lying.
Okay, all right.
They be lying.
Okay, you
That's
got
the cute guy with the charger and the headphones.
He knows, all right.
Yeah. Never take travel advice from the homeless.
They don't get around, I guess.
Self-explanatory.
Okay. All right.
So that's what I got. I thought your audience might want to know.
Okay, all right. Sound like you went back and forth on those, but
I'm Pisces. Pisces have the fish going one way and the other way, so we change our minds.
you change it up. Well, that's fantastic. Let me ask you this: do you have any other travel tips?
I do have one more travel tip.
Okay.
I would love it if you're a Charlotte audience, because we know you're all global and everything. Hey. So if you're going to be in the Charlotte area next Monday, August 15th at 7 o'clock, come see me and some friends do some comedy at the Auto Pour on South Boulevard. We are doing comedy for a cause, the best way to do comedy.
Yeah.
We're raising money for Scarlet Heart. So come see me and some other funny comedians. Travel yourself to the Auto Pour next Monday, August 15th at 7 p.m.
Oh, give it. Yeah, that's awesome. Give it up for that. That is fantastic.
All right.
Do you have another tip? Or is
No,
that
that's
was the last
it.
tip? All right, good.
So can I come back and do this another time, or this was it? This was a one and done.
Tara, thank you so much for your traveling time. I think we got plenty of traveling time.
Okay, I'm here to help, Sterling. I'm here to help.
She's here to help. Tara Brown, everybody. Give it up for Tara Brown. We'll be back with Joy Wills right after this. right, thanks everybody. I am joined right now with tonight's guest. Give it up for Joy Wills, everybody. Joy, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we do have you here, but not just you. We also have an opponent for a game that we're about to play. Everyone, give it up for next week's guest, Grace Howe. Grace, how are you today?
Doing awesome. Thanks, Sterling.
What do you think about the person sitting to your left?
What do I think about her? That's a very loaded question.
It's a great answer. All right, so guys, thank you guys so much for being here. Grace, you're going to be our guest next week. Joy, you get to be here tonight. We're going to hear some stand-up from you later. Right now, though, I thought it'd be fun. My understanding is that you guys are like friends, right? Like you're work besties. We always see you both stand-up comics. We see you perform a lot together. Are you friends, or do you like you really hate each other? We don't know. Like, how does that?
We're actually very good friends, and we may also sometimes hate each other a little.
Okay.
Everyone would love to hear that.
That you really hate each other?
Yeah.
Well, where did it start? Did you guys meet at stand-up, or how did that work out?
Yeah, we met at a class, actually. I was in it, and she was coming to demonstrate for everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, does that mean, hold on, I know enough about comedy classes. Does that mean like had you already done the class, Grace?
Yes, it
and then
was
you were
a
coming
hosting
back?
class, so I went up and did like an example set, and then I met Joy. And actually, the teacher there was like, "I think you guys are going to be friends."
Yeah,
and
he did.
we really did become really close friends.
Oh,
after that.
that's so sweet. Do you work together often? Like, are you always on the same shows? So, I mean, it just seems like I see you guys a lot.
I love doing shows with Joy.
We try to be on the same shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
She will agree to shows for me without telling me.
I will. I admit that. So a producer may reach out and they'll ask me to do a show, and I'm like, "Hey, Joy Wills is really funny too."
Yeah.
And, I don't even tell her, and I go, and they're like, "Well, is she free?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so then I'll text her. I'm like, "We're doing a show in South Carolina."
Yeah.
On Saturday.
But not in Mobile, Alabama, because you don't want to eat the grouper.
True.
Well, friends, let me ask y'all this: are you homies outside of work, or do you think that most of the time you spend together is, because of stand-up?
No, I think we spend most of our time outside.
Yeah,
of
we
stand-up.
spend a lot of
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
Joy has a spare bedroom at my house.
I do.
Like, she hangs out at my house a lot.
Yeah.
My kids call her like Aunt Joy, basically.
We are actually very close. Yeah.
Yes.
That you and Grace, or you and Grace's kids are really close?
Both.
Both.
Okay.
I will say I may know her son better than her.
Oh.
Okay, this is actually kind of hurtful.
Wow.
So I will say, okay, she has evidence to back this up because
Yeah.
he made his own like personality quiz on what was it, Kahoot? Do you guys know what Kahoot is?
Yeah.
Okay, and she scored higher than me.
I tied for first. I tied for first with his best friend.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, wow.
a little fifth grader. Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Me and Maddox.
Well, I love that you guys. That's a great segue into our game because we're actually going to play a game to see how well you know each other. I was going to say work besties, but would you call each other besties just besties? Or would you put the moniker of work in front of it?
No, not
No.
yeah. I wouldn't say work.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
it's all fun. We game. All right, so we don't work. Well, guys, you know what? You have a signature move that's important for this game. What's that move? What do you guys do?
Well, it's called a hair behind the ear. And so
Please elaborate, because obviously, and when you do, there's a camera right there.
Look into the camera. Okay, you gonna do it?
Yeah. So whenever we pose for pictures after we do our shows, we put our hair behind the ear like this.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And that was it.
Yeah.
You guys missed the clapping opportunity. Hair behind the ear, everybody. All right. Well, awesome. And you call that hair behind the ear, just
Yes.
very literal. Where did that come from?
Well, the name and the pose were two different things. I got my headshots done by a very good friend of mine, Ellie Armstrong.
Not Bobby Kearns, who's our director.
very
Sorry,
sorry.
Bobby, you lost out.
Sorry, she's a very dear friend.
And we're going to bleep her name out because we're not going to have... Joy's going to be like, my very good friend, Bobby Kearns.
Yeah. This was like 3 years ago. I didn't even know Bobby then.
Yeah. Anyway, but a great friend did a headshot.
And she had me do that pose, and Grace reached out to me 2 weeks after I got those done and asked me who did them, and then so she got hers done, and unbeknownst to us, we did the same pose, and it was one of our best pictures, so we both ended up using it. And Chris Pattinson actually commented, it was like HBE tour, hair behind the ear.
Yeah.
And we ran with it.
And you just ran with it.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, during the break, Grace, you were telling me something. You were showing me something about what do you have there?
Yes, we even have jewelry.
Can you show
has
that to the-
HBE on it? So we have our
That's
friendship
so-
bracelet.
Wow.
Now it's like
All right.
embarrassing.
That is a little
So,
embarrassing. Now you guys know.
Yeah, now we know.
And actually, Joy got this for me for Christmas.
All right.
Oh,
now,
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So, you guys, this isn't actually our studio audience. This is an intervention for your closeness. Well, guys, I'm glad you guys are so close. Glad you're better than besties. You're not just work besties, you're besties. And which is going to make this game even better. We're going to see how well you know each other in a little game that hopefully you haven't been reading the answers to. They've just been out there. In a little game that we're going to call the Besties Hair Behind the Ear Challenge.
Harry, hair challenge.
Yay! My friends.
It's
Wow.
like- she was like, hey,
Hey,
That's sweet right there.
my friends Grace and Joy, thank you so much for being here for that. I don't think we have time for the game now. I'm really sorry. I don't think we have time for the game.
I'm so excited about beating Joy.
And you should be. Do you think you can carry on that excitement until next week?
Sure. Can you doubt? No.
Joy and Grace will both be here next week to play the Hair Behind the Ear Challenge, everybody. We got more with Joy Wills right after this. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you wish you saw more Grace House, they told me today her name is House. If you wish that you saw more Grace in that game, don't worry, you will. Not only is she coming back to play the game next week, she's also our guest next week. So stay tuned to check out Grace House next week. Right now, though, you're not getting shortchanged one bit because our guest tonight is absolutely hilarious. You're going to love everything that she has to say, and she got a lot to say. Please welcome to the stage to do stand-up comedy. Give it up for Joy Wills, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I am really excited to be here. I am missing my brother's birthday dinner, though,
Ooh.
by choice. Yeah, I can't really trust myself at family events anymore. I get accidentally drunk. My mom hates when I say that, though. She's always like, Joy, you don't have to drink to have fun. Like, you ever notice the people who say stuff like that are the ones you have to drink the most around? To have fun. No, I'm really close with my parents. I'm the youngest of 6 kids. Even though I was the last, they assured me I was not an accident. No, my mom always said she wanted another girl, and my dad was really committed to the lie. I did benefit from having older siblings. Like, they never let me feel entitled or lazy, or loved. I was taught at a very young age how to control my breathing as to not bother those around me. No, we're all adults now. It's fine. We're close. I will say, watching your older siblings grow up to be parents is like watching the drunkest person you knew in college become a surgeon. Like, I've seen your work. Like, I don't think you should be doing that. I do have 10 beautiful nieces and nephews that I adore. I was actually just in New Orleans this past weekend helping my brother out with his kids. And he had to give my niece Lucy like a very stern talking to about why we don't jump on the couch. And I felt really bad for her. She was sad, so I pulled her to the side and I was like, listen, sweetie, are you going to let that guy talk to you like that? Because I'm not over it. I'm going to ruin their lives. I am giving those kids energy drinks after bath time. like, we're not watching Paw Patrol, we're watching Cops. I've given a lot of misinformation about where babies come from. My siblings do parent very differently. Like, my oldest sister's super type A, and her kids know what, like, red dye number 6 is. And they're not even allowed to have Chick-fil-A, which is the healthy one. And my brother Gordon, he's way on the other side of the spectrum. I overheard a conversation when we were at the beach this summer, and his wife turned to him and was like, "Hey, it's bedtime. Lucy needs to brush her teeth." And he turned to her and goes, "We're on vacation." I was like, "What did you just say to her?" Oral hygiene is very important. I do feel bad for my parents, though, because all my siblings are like doctors and accountants and pharmacists, and I did a show for chicken tenders a couple days ago. That college education is really panning out. I feel bad because I think I learned more from Netflix in the past 2 years than I did with 16 years of education. Like, insider trading is just really good business sense. Drug dealers are the backbone of the economy. I found out Chernobyl was like really bad. I had no idea. You guys watch murder documentaries or anything?
Yeah.
I do too, but I think it's really crazy we do that. Like, when we want to relax, we'll sit on the couch with our weighted blanket because we have anxiety. And watch a super detailed account of someone getting brutally murdered.
Yes.
And then I'm going to figure out who did it like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
You watch an hour of something, and then the screen turns to black, and they're like, "LOL, sorry." We don't know who did it. Or where he is. Probably in your backyard. All right, guys, that's my time. I'm Joy Wills. Thank you so much.
Joy Wills, everybody! Joy Wills! More with Joy right after this. All right, you guys, I am joined now with Joy Wills, everybody! Joy, great set. That was incredible. That was awesome. How long have you been doing comedy?
Wow, April 2019? That's how long I've been doing stand-up. I did improv before that.
Oh, Did you do it locally here in Charlotte?
Yes,
area?
I did.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I went through CCT.
Okay,
Charlotte Comedy
woohoo.
Theater.
Yeah. I thought there would be like a clap or something. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, Charlotte Comedy
Very
Theater.
unsupportive bunch you
Well,
got
I
here.
see that, yeah. We prefer... Insert the other what's the Queen City comedy? Well, who else does comedy?
I thought that was going to get
does
dicey
improv?
real quick. I didn't know what you were about to say.
People never do.
You look like you prefer something.
What? I don't know. All right, my friend Joy. So you were an improviser before. Do you still do improv now?
Here and there, not as much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much doing stand-up.
Were you on a team at all?
Yes, I
All right,
was.
don't tell me the team name. Team names for improv are always ridiculous, and I am going to guess it has something to do with an animal and a sink. I've never heard this before. What was the team name you were on?
It was called Insufficient Funds.
Oh, well, I was wrong. Good job. Insufficient Funds. That is a dope. What I used to say I was a pro wrestler, and my finishing move was the payment arrangement. Is what I used to say. So I
That's
understand.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So Insufficient Funds. Were you on another one, or that was?
That was it. Yeah, I was just on one.
You only
Yeah.
needed one. And then what brought you from improv into stand-up comedy?
I'm a very selfish person. Yeah. Absolutely. I like taking all of the responsibility. So if it was, when I do a show in stand-up, if I'm funny or if I'm not, I have no one else to blame.
Yeah.
And I that's a good way of saying I'm not a good team player.
Yeah.
I take responsibility.
Yeah. Did you? How often did you feel like you did a good job when you were doing improv? Like when you got off stage, you're like, "Oh, that was a great show," or was every time you're like, "Man, oh.
No, I was really good.
Okay. You just needed better teammates. Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I said. That's what Sterling said. I didn't say that.
I'm coming after you, Insufficient Funds. You
No,
shouldn't have
don't.
that.
They're still a team.
Okay. Y'all don't have to boo that bad or moan that bad. You're making it sound worse.
They're very talented, and they're on other teams. Go see them. If you have a chance, go see the Insufficient Funds.
Woo! Insufficient
Yeah,
Funds,
plug.
everybody. There you go.
They deserve
Would you and Insufficient Funds come and be our guests and do some improv here on the show?
I'm sure they would, yeah. I mean, I would do it too. I will be a part of it, yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic.
Absolutely.
I'm on the verge of either asking you the questions I told you about or just asking you to do
digging in.
improv. I just want to know, do you want to do some improv?
Aren't they supposed to do the same thing?
Yeah, they're both improv.
That's questions.
Let me ask you, wait, do the questions?
Ask me any question you want.
Any
Sterling.
question I want.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My question is, do you want to play an improv game right now?
Sure, yeah. Let's play
Yeah,
an
that
improv
was
game.
absolutely. Joy just left. And she's
Yeah.
like, I'm done. I'm done here. All right, so we won't do any improv games right now, but we'll have to wait and see Insufficient Funds later. My first question, Joy, if you weren't a comedian, what would you be doing?
Well, I still have my full-time job, so...
Never mind. All right, good. Next
Yeah.
question is going to be, do you mind sharing what do you do for a living? You can or don't if you don't want to.
I'm a talent acquisition manager for a general contractor here in Charlotte.
Okay, cool. There was a lot of big words in that whole thing. So do you find that stand-up or improv helps in that role?
I think they're both personality based.
Mhm.
You bring a lot to it. It's not like I had to learn certain softwares or programs. It's a lot about who I am as a person and how I connect with people. So yeah, I think they're similar skill sets.
What have you learned most from doing stand-up?
That's a great question. I think what I appreciate a lot that I learned in time, and I think a lot of people do, is the audience can tell when you're not being true to yourself. The more honest you are, the better reaction you'll get.
Yeah.
People can tell if you're not being authentic, and they don't like that.
So like all those jokes I have about my hair, my flowing locks, they don't appreciate.
I think they
people
can.
like it?
I think the insecurity is real. They can probably.
Oh, thanks. Great. Fantastic.
I didn't mean that.
I feel great.
I got kicked off my improv team for stuff like this.
there you go.
That's what really happened.
You leave the improv show, you're like, man, that was great. Other people are like, yeah, it's fantastic. Do you have any extra razor blades I can borrow?
That's exactly.
That was fantastic, my friend. Joy, what's one thing that you wish people knew about you other than being ruthlessly savage? Is there anything else?
I don't wish people knew things. Actually, I wish. Nope. I think no, I can't say that either. I don't wish there was anything people knew about me. I think I will let people know on an individual basis whether I want them to know something.
You only send the links to this interview.
Yeah, as a whole, I think I'm good with what people know about me.
With that being said, are you kind of introverted? Do you subscribe to that more?
That's where I've heard different definitions of introvert versus extroverted. I do recharge my batteries by being by myself. Mm-hmm. But I love going to a party where I know one person. I love, being immersed in people I don't know and kind of winning over a crowd.
Okay, cool.
So a mix.
Let me ask you this last little thing, get back to the beginning. So you got into improv before stand-up, but tell me, did you always think you were a funny person? Did people always tell you you're funny? What got you into doing comedy in the first place? Yeah,
I mean, growing up with 5 older siblings, I think I grew up a little bit more rapidly than I would have otherwise. And so my sense of humor and my just personality matured very quickly. And so, but also I kind of made that joke about learning how not to breathe around my siblings. But that was kind of true. Yeah. If I was in a room, I knew not to say anything unless it was going to be funny or worth hearing in general. And so I think I thought to say things or think more quickly. Yeah. Wow. And that's how I developed my sense of humor. Yeah.
Are we close friends? Because I feel like you opened up a little bit there.
That was too much.
All right, cool. Yeah, you can take it back. You can take that back, but you can't take this back. Here's an opportunity for you to tell us what shows you got coming up.
Yes, I have 2 shows coming up soon here on the 14th of August and the 16th of August. They're both part of the QCCE.
Yeah.
The 14th is with Gail Murray, a wonderful producer here at Penthouse. And then on the 16th, I am doing a show for Jordan Century at Starlight.
Oh, we hate that guy. Yeah, he's terrible.
The worst. Yeah, you might have seen him from those amazing photos from last week.
Oh, yeah, they were really great photos.
Oh my gosh,
right.
if mine come out half that good.
You're going to be satisfied? Did you, he also was on the episode. Like, did you have a chance that, you could watch him, too?
I did.
We totally
totally
believe
did.
it. The
I
Blue
totally
Chips Comedy Show is the date on that. The Jordan Century Show is
It's
what?
the 16th.
16th.
Yes.
And the other show was?
The 14th. Yeah.
The 14th. All right, and that's when we can see you in person.
Yes.
Give it up one more time for my guest, Joy Wills, everybody. All right, my friends. Right now, we're going to wrap up our show like we wrap up our show every single week here at Nite Brite. We're going to hear everything that we just heard, but through the eyes and ears and keys of Miss Mona Lisa Musiq. Take it away, Mona Lisa.
Don't breathe around me. I'm just the youngest. Don't breathe when you come around me. I'm grown now. You can keep all of your kids. Naturally, don't breathe when you're coming around me. The thing that gives me energy and keeps me free is watching dead bodies on my TV. They don't breathe. They don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
Mona Lisa Musiq, everybody. No one went to hell this episode. They just died incredibly terrible deaths and not breathing. Thank you so much, Mona Lisa. Thank you to Tara Brown who stopped by. Thank you to Grace House who stopped by. Who's going to be here next week. And one more time for Joy Wills, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, friend. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all next week. Yeah, we'll see y'all. Everyone just quit the show. Everyone just